Aloha. How are you all doing today? Thank you for joining. Mahalo, mahalo. Hopefully the audio is great. I can see the video feed or the video file feed is great. We'll do a few shout outs and welcome to you all. Loyal Campbell, good to see you. Mary Kay, always good to see you. Penny and Ute, Godmother Janet, good to see you. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Let me know if the audio is coming through nice and clear. If the music in the background is a little too hot or too low, let me know. Lance, Mr. In Between, good to see you. Sandy, the notifier, always good to see you. Shane, the driver. Ruth, not the daughter. Gary, Nancy, good to see you. It must be odd for some of the guests. Some of the guests who come on and hear some of these names and they're wondering what in the heck is he talking about? Godmother, great to see you again, obviously. And Stephen, good to see you. Just moved your picture the other day. Dorothy and Dan, Cassie Vegas, the world famous, university renowned Cassie Vegas. We're expecting some good things from you on your Maui tour. Cassie Vegas, Allison, and Judy, Michelle, Margaret, the traffic cop. Okay, all right, guys, let's get this started. We have our guest is already in place. But let's just do a quick couple of updates. I'm not going to do the whole calendar, but I do want to mention a couple of things from some events coming up for some of the people who specifically may not be aware. These are just some of the upcoming events. We'll not do it for July because July is almost over, of course. So let's just jump right into August. And again, I'm just going to touch on the most important events coming up. The Aloha Festival is going to be August 15th through the 17th. And then the Aloha Fest is also done in conjunction, or actually I should say in parallel to the Ocean Fest, which is the 15th to, I believe, the 24th. In that time frame, there's going to be a street festival in Kalakaua. There's going to be the Made in Hawaii show, the Aloha Festival parade. And then again, all of Duke, the Ocean Fest, all those activities are wonderful activities. And they'll focus on the beach area right there behind Duke Kahanamoku's statue there on Kalakaua. They're going to have the dog surfing contest and a number of, a variety of different surfing contests. They're going to have some canoe contest out there. Just a great event. And a lot of the restaurants along that area, as you would imagine, they're going to have special offers and things of that nature. Really, just a great little time to be here. And then on August 30th, Sunset on the Beach, which is the movie on the beach, is going to be showing Wicked, which I think is pretty cool. The Okinawan Festival is also going to be August 30th. And then a little bit deeper into September, the 12th to the 14th, is the Hawaii Market Expo at Blaisdell. And I did confirm that is only for industry people. So I don't think there's many of you who are going to be really interested in that event or going to be eligible to go. And then Freddie Swims. I know there's a number of people who are really interested in that after I mentioned it. And I didn't know he had that many fans, but apparently he does. And then just a couple of notes. Just remember that January 1st, that's when the TAT tax is going to be increasing. I don't know if that's going to make any difference to you guys. You'll just see your rates for the hotel rate go up. It's going up 0.75%, which may not seem like that big of a deal, but that with the impending resort rates or resort fees going up, I heard, don't hold me to this, but I heard that Hawaiian Village is going to go to $75 a day. That's not a guarantee, but just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. One last mention, then we'll get right into our guest who took a time out of his busy day on his day off to be here. Denny Sims will be with him in just a moment. A couple of the giveaways and promos that we're doing on going to Hawaii right now. The Fairy Tree Waikiki book giveaway. If you're interested, make sure that you're posting. You can post, I think, up to 2 times per day per post, which there's a post on the group page. There's a post on the regular Facebook page, and that's going to go until this weekend, Saturday midnight, and then we're going to do a giveaway on Sunday. Also, the Hawaii 5 tours. Just want to remind you that we have the GTH20 discount code for 20% off on any of their tours, not just their Circle Island tour, but any of their tours. And just use that discount code GTH20 on their website, which is hi5hawaii.com, hi5hawaii.com. And that discount code currently is available through August 31st, but it's for tours that are happening all the way through 2026. So the offer for the discount is till August 31st, but you can use the discount or the discounted tours through 2026. Okay. And then lastly, we have the High Five Hawaii Circle Island Tour giveaway. That's going to be going again through the 19th, which is this Saturday. So Sunday, we're going to have three really good giveaways. So that Hawaii 5 Circle Island Tour is, you can post 2 times per day per post. Again, there's one post on the group, one post on the main page. Just make sure you tag the High Five and JK's wonderful company. And it doesn't look like we're going to get to the 750 tags, but that'd be great if we did. If we do, we're going to be adding another couple of giveaways, which I think you guys will like. All right. Let me know. Do you guys have any questions right now? Any questions so far? What's shocking, Allison? The resort fee? Yeah, it is. So today we're going to be joined by Denny Simmons. He is I believe he's the owner, if not the owner, he's the overall operator for Aloha Motorsports. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. Those cool Slingshot vehicles that we looked at yesterday, he's the owner of those. He runs that whole operation. They have an operation, I believe, also on Maui, and he's going to talk about more about their services. But many of you have seen those Slingshots around town. And one of the things I told Denny that I thought that a lot of people don't probably rent those before they get here for a couple of reasons. One, when they're looking for a vehicle to rent, they're looking for a full-size vehicle. But when they get here and they see those cool Slingshots running around town and they see what the rate is, it's like, man, I wish I'd have known about those. So, and they don't really book while they're here. So what we're trying to do is get his service and his rentals earlier in your decision-making process, because I frankly think they're cool. And I'm going to take myself and Lucille out probably, if it's not early this coming week, like Monday, Tuesday, because I'll be leaving after that, then it will be when I get back. But I can personally attest they are really cool vehicles. Denny will talk about this too, but because rental vehicles are really driven hard, as you can imagine here, Denny has a special relationship with Polaris, who is the owner of those vehicles, and they're always swapping them out. I believe he said once per year, but I don't hold me that. Denny will be able to tell you more about that, but that's really unusual. And I actually was up there last night when I did that live stream looking at the Slingshot vehicles, and they only had dust on them from sitting up there, but the ones that were cleaned up, they were top notch. There weren't worn out tires, there weren't worn out knobs. They looked really, really clean. And you guys saw that on the live stream last night. I was really impressed with that. And then Denny will tell us about some other rental opportunities that they have, and tell us a little bit more about the Aloha Motorsports opportunities and story. So Denny, can you hear me okay? Are you ready to go? Can I get a thumbs up from you? Perfecto. All right, guys. I really want to thank Denny for coming on very short notice. We just spoke again yesterday, and he's a really cool dude. He kind of reminds me a little bit of JK too. He's got a real connection here with Hawaii. So let's bring Denny on.
How's it going, Dave?
How are you doing? Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for having me on.
All right, guys, let's give since you can't say it verbally, let's give him some alohas in the comments, if you would. So how's your day going, Denny?
It's going very well. Nice and warm today. We got a lot of our units going out, so it's been a great day today.
But isn't today your day off? Supposedly.
Somebody still has to watch what goes on. I have everything goes to my phone, so I know what's going on all day long.
All right. All right. So let's get down to where the beginning was, because I think, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I believe you said either your father or father-in-law started this company. Is that right?
Ex-mother-in-law actually partnered with a gentleman in 2008, and they started in Maui doing with discount rides, and they changed it to Aloha Motorsports, and then they have the Eagle Rider franchise here, which is the #1 motorcycle rental rental company in the world. And we have 2 franchises here on Maui. And then in 2021, we expanded. I sold the company in 14 to the gentleman who's the owner now. I'm actually the regional manager of all the stores.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And Dustin, Dustin was on top of Slingshots from the very beginning. The Slingshots were actually outlawed in Hawaii for the first 2 years that they came out. And when they got here, he was just on Polaris the whole time. And so we were the first one to be sanctioned by Polaris with Polaris Adventures. That we are the only ones for the Hawaiian Islands that are sanctioned by Polaris Adventures, and then they keep all the corporate insurance and everything, so you're not having to use your own insurance when you drive these cars. And
I like that.
Our deal is it's every year or year and a half, depending on how much mileage we put on the cars. They don't really want the cars to go over 20,000 miles. So once they hit 20,000 miles, they're trying to switch them out. And if you did the live feed from our store up in Waikiki International Marketplace, the 4 that were sitting in the back, they're getting picked up because they went over the mileage. And so they're just sitting there waiting for Polaris to pick them up. And that's why we only have the 6 up front.
Oh, wow. Well, even those were in great shape, Denny, because I did. I actually just went up there and they're in great shape. I saw the guy that you were saying was actually detailing them. The one up front looked brand new. It looked like it had no miles. I mean, it was so clean.
They all have 10,000 miles on those cars right now. But we keep them as detailed as possible because my thing is, I believe if the car's clean, people will treat it the same way we treat it. And so we try to make sure that when you go out, it looks sparkling when it goes out.
It's Denny, Denny. That's correct, right, Denny?
Yes, like the restaurant. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Very
That's
good.
the easiest way. So, people don't forget it. Yeah.
So let me ask you a couple of questions. So you have a presence on Maui and Oahu. Did you mention Big Island as well, or no?
We do. We partner with Big Island Motorcycle Company up in Waikoloa Village. And they have 4 units up there. Dustin used to own Big Island Motorcycle Company. That's how I met him. And then he sold that company when he came to Maui.
Okay. So, and your presence on Maui, is it very much like operationally like it is here on Oahu?
Yeah, Lahaina is our biggest location, which is where I pretty much reside. And then like I'll be in Oahu all next week, so I'll be there next week. Helping my people out. And then I go back and forth. I work in the Kihei store. I work in the Lahaina store. I work in the Oahu store in the International Marketplace. Wherever they need me, I go and help out and teach my people how to keep this going and understand that we sell fun all day. That's what this is. These are fun vehicles.
Yeah.
They're toys for adults. It's amazing. I mean, they go 125. They govern them at 125, but that's not the point behind the car. The point behind the car is the way that the 3 wheels, the way the low center of gravity, the 3 wheels sits down in the turns and you don't really brake. And it's like, it turns on a dime. It's like every year they're getting better and better. I was lucky enough to actually drive the 2025s because I was opening the location in Carlsbad, but that's on hold for the moment until we can get insurance all taken care of. And then we'll also have a presence in Southern California.
Well, that you kind of bring up a good point that, I'm coming from the perspective that, as I said to you, and as I said in the introduction, Denny, that a lot of people, I think they're in a couple of schools of thought. One, they're aware of them and they want to rent them, and then that's your return customer. Or the people who don't know anything about them, and then they see them and they say, boy, I wished I would have known about them. Or maybe they don't even know about them, and then they're just, it's just not even in their radar to think about it. And then when they see it, they're like, oh, I don't want to ride a motorcycle because I may flip over. I don't know. But talk about how these are way different than a motorcycle.
Yeah, this has not anything to do with a motorcycle. It's actually a 3-wheel car. It's not a 3-wheel motorcycle. So the stability on it is amazing, but you get the motorcycle feel because the windshield only comes to about this high. So you get that fresh wind in your face, but the stability is amazing. Like you cannot flip the car. It's been tested at 100 miles an hour, and it just went into a power slide. It will not flip over unless you hit a curb or something like that. But these cars are very safe. Most people that are afraid to get in them All we got to do is get a person to sit in them and drive it 2 turns, and you'll know that it's 100% car. And it has a 4-cylinder engine in it. It has a 10-gallon tank. It gets 27 miles to the gallon. It's amazing. They're just amazing things they have. Like, because we get a lot of motorcycle guys that don't want to ride them, but I'm like, guys, this is a roadster. This is not a motorcycle.
Exactly.
It just doesn't have a convertible, so we call them a roadster. So it's a tricked out roadster for adults, and that's the greatest thing. And we actually rent them down to people for 21 years old. Most rental cars you cannot rent. They have to be 25 to rent a rental car.
Okay, good. So just a couple of just house cleaning questions. Are there, Cheryl was asking, yes, Cheryl, they're set up just like a car. It's not a manual, it's a drive, reverse, neutral. You're push gas to go, brakes to stop.
Auto shifter. So it shifts. So it's basically an auto manual car. So if you don't give it gas, it doesn't go anywhere. But it's so when you take your foot off the gas, it slows down as well. It's not like the Teslas, but it's similar to how the Teslas that reverse braking.
Okay, good to know. And then one other question. I'm just going to ask these kind of out of turn just when they come up. So there are helmets required, and if they're required,
not in the state of Hawaii. In the state of Hawaii, they're not required. If you do have a child that's riding in the passenger seat, we usually suggest from about 13 to 7 that they should take a helmet with them. But they don't need to have a helmet. It's not. There's no helmet law in Hawaii.
And do you provide those helmets?
We provide helmet. If anybody wants a helmet, we provide them. We're more than happy to provide them for you. We want you to feel safe in the car, 100%.
Excellent. And if I'm driving, say, and many of these people who are the viewers now, many of them are veteran Hawaii visitors, so they'll know these roads that we're talking about. For those of you who don't, I think you have an idea. But Denny, if I drive along Diamond Head Lookout and I can get up speed to maybe going out to Kahala like 40 miles an hour, am I going to have a problem going that fast in the Slingshots?
No, the cars are rated to go to 125 miles an hour. They're actually governed at 125. It's just we want to keep you on roads that are paved. It's all about driving on paved roads.
Okay, so I can go H3, H1.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I've taken it to 120, and in California because it's a little bit easier to do that. Here I don't. I mean, unfortunately, in Maui, I mean, I drive 45. It's just I like to cruise because the whole point about the car is you have 270 degrees of visual that you get to see everything, and it's like you see a lot more than most people. Also, they're 100% waterproof. So all the buttons, all the switches, everything are waterproof on the car. There's weep holes under the seat, so if it does rain on you, which we all know you get a little bit of rain somewhere on a Hawaiian island, wherever you go, and the rain just goes, it won't puddle in the car. It actually goes under the seat and goes out. So you won't have
good. Just a repeating and just to go over it again. So most of the viewers know the Waikiki trolley route. So guys, the blue line, if you're considering doing the blue line type of a route, or even going out to Haleiwa or even to Chinatown, that road that goes past Coco Marina down by Sea Life Park, that road is, I was talking with Denny about this yesterday, that is an amazing road to go down with an open air like that. And as he's saying, you have 270 degrees. So it's not like often with a driver on a motorcycle, he can't see everything. He's kind of robbed of the view a little bit. The passenger's not. But in one of these Slingshots, it's just like a car, except for the entire top is open and you have incredible 360 views. So you're seeing the waves crashing, you're seeing the coastline. It's wonderful.
And you're not worried about the stability. Really yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're not worried about the stability. Someone had a question about roll bars. They have a small roll bar back behind the head.
They're actually roll barred up to the top of the back of the seat is a roll bar. So if it goes over, that is a roll bar up on the top back of the seat. And there's tubular roll bars all the way underneath all the plastics around.
Okay. Someone was asking, so from Waikiki, can I drive to North Shore?
Yes.
Okay.
It takes about 5.5 hours. Like to go up. We have routes set in our system under the ride command. And it'll actually give you points of interest that you can where we suggest you should stop.
You're talking about 5 hours going south up to the north.
Going south, yeah, going south down towards Sandy Beach, Hanuma Bay, and going out towards all the way out towards Kaneohe and Kailua. Kailua.
Yeah, very good. But it's not that. Just so they're clear on it, it's not that long if you go from Waikiki.
Oh no, it's an hour and a
Through
half. I would say an hour and a half up to North Shore.
Okay. And are you allowed to drive it in Ko'olina? They asked.
Any paved road on the whole island.
Wow, very good. What did Mara ask? Mara, put your question back in there again because I didn't see what you wrote, but I saw. Oh yeah, the driving it. It is much safer than a motorcycle. Much better than a motorcycle.
Oh, it has nothing to do with a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's so wide open, but you get the convertible feel. And my experience, I've only driven one once and ridden in one once. My experience is the wind is far less than it is on a car convertible, and I don't know why that is, but it just seems like it is. And go ahead.
It's the slope of the windshield. It's the slope of the windshield actually comes up and it goes like just over your head. So that's
I mean, it's not blasting. It's not blasting you. And the ability that you're so low slung, the stability is just, I mean, it's really incredible. It really is. Yeah.
You'll never be able to tip it. I mean, that's the whole point. Like that's the point behind it. Because the 3 points, it doesn't tip. In fact, most cars tilt going into a turn. These cars sit straight and just go through the turns really quick. And that is the selling point. That's why it's called a slingshot. It slingshots you through the turns without having to brake.
Excellent. Let's talk about one of the benefits that you brought up that it just blows me away because I started running the numbers and I mentioned it to people on the stream last night and they had the same comment I did that discount or that benefit almost pays for having it. And that's the in and out privileges for international marketplace.
Oh yeah. So
if you talk about that.
Yeah. So if you take 20, it doesn't matter, 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, we have a key card for each vehicle. And so you have in and out privileges of the mall. So instead of you having to pay resort fees, you actually can park the car back in the mall space where we're at. And you could park the car overnight or whatever, for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want to do. You could park that car in Waikiki without having to pay any money. And I think that is a huge deal because I think most resorts are $80, $60 to $80 just to park another car. And
yeah, $50 to $80, something like that.
And you have 24-hour access. So if you want to get up at 6 a.m. and get in that car and take off, you are more than welcome to do that.
And just so I want to repeat what he said at the last year, I may have stepped on what he said. There's 24-hour access to international marketplace and confirm Denny. That's also, they have in and out privileges. So if I rent it for 6 hours and I want to go out, do a drive, come back, go to lunch at Liliha Bakery and then leave again, it's all included, correct?
This is correct.
That is, guys, that alone is.
That's why we picked that's why I picked that spot. That's why we picked that mall because of what they could do for us.
And again, that is the most centrally located area. You can go to the beach, come back, do your drive, what have you. What about the insurance, Denny? What's the insurance issue?
So basically, you're responsible for anything that happens to the Slingshot. If you for $49, the most you come out of pocket if you damage the car, or whatever, would be $750. That is through Polaris, through their insurance, but they also have insurances on top of it. Liability insurance on the car. It's all corporate insurance. We're the only ones, I believe, in Oahu that have corporate insurance for the Slingshots. Everybody else, they're having to use their own insurance to be covered. So if something happens, there's also Slingshot also has, Polaris also has bodily injury insurance as well that goes along with that. And I apologize, I don't have the exact numbers with me at the moment, but they are on our website, and we're more than happy to share those with you.
Okay, all right, that's cool. And then another question was, what about storage? Is there a compartment for storage?
There are two storage units behind the seats that you can fit a nice size backpack, or like a lot of people put swim fins and snorkels behind it. And then the glove box is also a place in there. These are all lockable. So you could actually lock them up and you could fit about 5 pounds in the glove box. And it's very, very sleek that you don't even realize it's there.
That's awesome.
There's also a USB port where you can plug in your phone if you want to run straight with a USB port. There's a backup camera. There's navigation. We also have routes that we plug in there too if you want to have self-guided tours as well.
Oh, wow. Is that included or is that extra?
Well, no, I will throw that in as included.
Oh, very good. That is awesome. Is it done through
Polaris, they have it's
Shaka?
called Ride Command. No, they have their own. We actually built the whole routes ourselves.
Wow, that's
But it's
cool. And
very
that's
similar
for
to
the
Shaka because we tried to work with Shaka, but it didn't work out because of Polaris
okay.
being a mainland company. So it was kind of like a little bit off.
Ah, very good. And so like Shaka, it has like landmarks like stop here, here's a
Mm-hmm.
store, there's a
Most
restaurant.
definitely.
That's excellent. And that's
Yes.
included. Very good. Uh how about how far do they go on a tank of gas?
270 miles approximately.
Wow, that's long enough, guys. That's
Yeah,
as
you
long
can
as
go
you're going to
twice
go
around
for
the
it.
island, twice, almost 3 times without having to fill up. And then we
Okay.
do ask to put premium gas in it, so it is the 92. I mean, but luckily enough in Hawaii, the gas. I mean, I come from California, so the gas is only like 450, 460 for that price.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, let's get down to the offer. Denny and I talked yesterday and prior, and he's come up with a what I think is a really really good offer. And Denny, tell us what it is.
Yeah, so basically we have different hour rates that we do. We have a 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, and a 24 hour. So what we're gonna do is for the 24 hour, you'll pay the 8 hour price. For the 8 hour price, you'll pay the 4 hour price, and for the 4 hour price, you'll pay the 2 hour price. And so the 2 hour price is 99. The 4 hour price is 199. The 8 hours is 299, and the 24 hours is 399 plus tax. But we're going to drop it. We're going to basically give you the upgrade on each one, and you pay the lower price on that.
Guys, that is a really really good deal. And I'm
And
not what's that?
the best part about it is though, it's not about you have to go out on the ride, but you can as long as you book it, you can book anything up to a year in advance. So if you book it, this will go all the way through August 31st. You book it, you can book the rides all the way up for a year in advance and still get the same deal.
Outstanding. That is a great deal. And I don't want to mention other people, but I know of one other Slingshot dealer that we've spoke to in the past. That's not their rates. And they don't have the international marketplace. I'm not trying to disparage them, but I'm telling you,
No.
this is the best deal. This is the best deal, the best cars. Denny knows probably who I'm talking about. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, I do.
dealer
They're great
yesterday.
people.
But
You know what? We work with all our competitors. And I don't mind. We're here to work together as a team on the island. And if I'm out,
Mhm.
I'm more than happy to suggest people to take their units as well.
Okay, very good. Yes, that is a great offer. And just keep in mind that in and out privilege on international marketplace. While it may seem great because you're saving 50, 60 bucks or whatever, the freedom to be able to come and park, even if you're paying for it, to be able to come and park, that's a great deal. But to come and park, and that's part of the deal in international marketplace. That's quite amazing.
Well, I think
Um,
there's one other benefit too, just to throw this out there, is that you
okay.
only have to pick up between 9 and 5. That's when our store hours are. But you can drive after hours. So if you want to get a 4 hour rate and you want to come in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you can keep it out till 8 o'clock. We have drop boxes to make it real easy. So you could actually drop the keys in. So you don't have to drive while we're there. You could pick times that make it best for you. So like if you want to go when it's a little less sunny out, or you want to catch the sunset, we cater to any your vacation, not our vacation.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And then we're going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm going to post all the information on those giveaways. Coming up, we'll do like one every couple 3 weeks. But I'll talk with Denny about that and get those details. But I'll post
Or
that
better.
tomorrow.
Or better.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
or
or
better. I
better.
give you more to give out.
Yeah. It's all going to depend on you guys tagging. I can tell you, Denny, these core people that are watching now and the other people in the UK that will be watching later tonight on the replay because the timing and what have you, they're tagging fiends. And I asked Denny what he would like. Would he like, opt-in emails on his website? Would he like Instagram tags? Facebook tags that's what I recall you saying. Facebook tags
Yes.
are what you're most interested in. Okay. So guys, the giveaway is going to be centered around the Facebook tags, just like we've we've done in the past. I'll put all that together. Terry will proof it, make sure it's all right and tight, and we'll set it up for probably starting tomorrow, and we'll run it through next Saturday. So it'll be through next Saturday. Then we'll do a giveaway. So let's show Denny what we're all about. And let's bury this dude.
Please, I'm willing.
Tell us a little bit about. Obviously, about 85% of our members are Oahu focused. Can you tell us a little bit about how these rates and services? Obviously, there's not an international marketplace over there, but how does all these benefits apply to Maui?
Well, Maui is
I know there's about
different.
5 people going to Maui.
Yeah, so there's a little difference in Maui because we have only really 3 big rides. We have either go to Haleakala, go to the top of the crater, do the sunrise tours. You can take the car all the way up to the top. You can take it all the way out to Hana. You just cannot go out in the back. The only place we don't want you to go is the back end, which is about 5 miles. And then you can also do the North Loop, where you can go all the way around the top part of the island. I know there's 7 miles. That's 1-lane road, but it's all paved in. Everything's paved. You can go anywhere on the island as long as it's paved. That's our goal.
And what locations again do you have again?
I have a Lahaina location, which is right above Kaanapali, and then I have another one in Kihei.
Kihei and okay.
And I could give them the addresses, so you have all the addresses. I'm more than happy to share everything with you guys, and we're here to help. We're here to help make your vacation fun.
And then, what are the rate differences, Denny? Because I know those are different on Maui.
So Maui is 2 hours. The 2 hours was $149. Yeah, 4 hours is $249. It's just $50 more. 8 hours is $349, and 24 hours is $449. It's because we've been in business longer here, and then we get a lot more demand for the slingshots going out.
Of course, but are you going to extend that? If they buy 2, they get 4. If you buy 4,
no, exactly the same. Yeah, so it's basically the 24 drops to 8, and the 8 drops to the 4 hour pricing, and then the 4 hour pricing drops to 2. If we can't give away the 2 hour, otherwise we won't pay for anything. So it's really once you book 4, 8, and 24.
Okay. All right.
And if you want to do multiple days, then I'll sit there and I'll discuss with multiple days on how we can help you out with that as well.
Okay. So I would imagine that's the other thing I was going to ask. We have often we'll have families that have adult children and adult families and things like that. Is there a benefit if they or can they contact you if they're going to rent 4?
Almost definitely. Cars? Yeah, please contact me, because what I'll do is we'll give a 10 anytime it's five going out at a time, we give 10% discount on top of it. And so that would be in addition to what the deal is for going to Hawaii as well.
All right, excellent. And then one more time, clarify. I know you said this, but I want to be clear. The age minimum to rent the vehicle?
21 with a valid driver's license. But 21 to 24, you have to pay an extra $50 for the insurance addendum.
Okay, so if it's 21 to 25-year-old, $50 more for the insurance.
21 to 24. Yeah, 25, you don't have to pay the addendum. You're
okay. Fine. All right, very good. Yeah, it's very accommodating. Very, very nice of him to do that. And do you also on Maui, Denny? Do you have the the mapping and all that, just like you do on Oahu?
Oh yes, of course. Yep, we do have it across. We have it in Big Island as well.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And where are you located on the Big Island?
Waikoloa Village.
Waikoloa Village. You guys know where that is.
45 minutes north of Kona.
All right, very good, very good. I'm just reading through some of the comments here. If you guys have questions for Denny, put them in the comments. And then, Denny, you also do rent motorcycles, correct?
Yes. So we just started with motorcycles in Waikiki. We have Indians because Polaris owns Indian. We now have we have a Challenger over there. We have Sport Chiefs and a Scout, and so we have 4 motorcycles there. I actually just shipped 2 Harleys over from my Maui location, and they'll be there end of this week as well. And then I can always work with you guys on that as well on because we do have a 4 hour, 8 hour, and 24 hour rate as well.
Okay, excellent. And then these are just questions. I know these are just questions coming up from people. They just for their own knowledge. From a perspective on parking, they're not small. They're not small like a bike or a motorcycle, but the parking seems
2/3 the size of a car is what it is. Just because there's no back end on it, so when you pull in a parking spot, it's about it takes up the spot, but it's about 2/3 of the spot.
Okay, good. And it seemed to me like parking is a breeze. Just pull in, pull out, just like a car.
It is. Mostly we want to have people to back in it. Like if there's a curb, like a parking curb, the front ends are low. So that's usually where people damage them. So if you pull in back, they actually, the wheels bounce. And so therefore you won't have a problem. And I see someone
All
said
right. Excellent.
there are no doors on these as well.
Okay. And it just to get in and get out, it's the lip is about maybe 8 inches, I would say, or so, maybe.
Right. So what a lot of people, if like I have a bad knee, I actually step into the car and then slide down the seat into it. And when I get out, I push my butt up the seat and then just step out of the car. Is the easiest way for me.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, what I will do. I did the live stream yesterday, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll do now, maybe tomorrow when we're out doing another live stream, I may go by and just show you a little bit more detail because I know a lot of you are sending messages now about questions. So I'll answer those and I'll let you take a look at them. But I think they're great fun. I'm going to take Lucille out and we're going to do at least a tour down to Sea Life Animal Park, maybe Waimanalo. Because I want you to see getting on the H1 how it's I'm sorry, H3 where it's just not a problem, especially because you got the wide lanes. It's quite nice, and going along the coast is going to be really cool.
Right. I saw someone asked a question about is there an additional cost if someone else in the car drives it? No, there's not.
Okay. See Mary Kay's question. Is it easy to get in and out of? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is easy to get in and out of. Mary Kay, I think you and John Michael, your husband, boyfriend, would love it. I think you'd eat it up. It's really, really cool. Because you're not getting jumping in, jumping out, and it's the views that you see are quite amazing. It's actually, something you guys mention all the time is how much you love the trolley, the Waikiki trolley, because you have so much you could see on either side. These are superior, in my opinion, to the Waikiki trolley. And I love the trolleys. The way that these are different, one, you're controlling where you're going, but you, as Denny said, you have a 270-degree view. There's no one in front of you standing beside you. You don't have to look, across a bunch of people. There's not a wall or a piping in the middle. It's
only the person you like
sitting
next to you. That's it. Only the person you like, and you actually can talk to them. Because people on motorcycles, they cannot really talk to each other when they're doing these tours on a motorcycle. So this makes it a whole different world. Also, the driver is not distracted like they were with a motorcycle. Because with a motorcycle, you got to use both hands and both feet when you're driving. Where here, it makes it a little bit easier. It's pretty. They're pretty awesome. I mean, I think the biggest thing when we started was trying to get people to understand they have nothing to do with a motorcycle. It really is a three-wheel car, not anything to do with a motorcycle.
All right, cool. John Taylor said, Tony, you make it seem easy. I don't agree. What don't you agree with, John? What is difficult? I'm not sure what he was meaning.
That's because it's tourists, John. That's because they're tourists. That's why.
Oh, Hawaii's worst drivers in America. Yeah, those are. Yeah, you're talking about people coming from Italy and France and China, Japan.
If they're in a Jeep, a Mustang, a Chevy Malibu, or a Challenger, they're pretty much a tourist. And sometimes they don't know where they're going. They don't know where they're going. That's really what the biggest problem is.
Yeah, but John,
California, I'm from Redondo Beach, California.
Okay, yeah, Wendy was asking. But yeah, John, the traffic is difficult no matter where you go. But I think you'll agree that other than and especially on the freeways, if you're going around where most of these people are going to be going, which is North Shore, around by the South Shore, that when there's traffic, it's either nicely paced traffic or start and stop. It's not that big of an issue,
And the seatbelts are a regular seatbelt. I'm seeing Kelly's question. It's a regular seatbelt that comes across across the lap belt with the shoulder belt as well. And no, not too many people damaging them when they're parked. It's more about when someone pulls into the parking spot and hits something in the front is usually what happens. No dash cams. And then the size of the engine is a 4-cylinder engine, 203 horsepower, made by Polaris. Their 4th year that they made it in this car that we have.
Have you had any instances? Cheryl wants to know. Have you had any instances when people damage the cars when they park?
That's why I said no. I don't usually have that because they're smaller in the spot because the whole back is cut out, so you don't have like these big cars when people open the doors, and especially and they're lower to the ground, so usually people aren't they don't clip the cars. It's
Yeah.
yeah, most people are staring at them most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like they don't stand out. They're not going to overlook them. That's for sure.
That's right.
Um, and you said that I'm just wanting to state this because we have a number of new people coming on. There is storage. There's talk about the storage again.
Yeah, so the storage is got about enough room for like a backpack this size, like kind of full. It will fit in the back.
Oh wow, that's big.
Yeah, so you can fit both that. You can fit and then you can fit. I mean, most people put fins and they put snorkel gear behind it as well.
And they're lockable.
They're locked. Yes, they both in the back lock with the same key. As so does the glove compartment.
Okay, guys, I think we've taken up a lot of his time, more than what I told me we would.
I don't mind. I'll talk all day.
Do you guys have any questions, any comments, anything else about Maui that we didn't? Maui's very much just like the setup. It just the rate's a little bit different, as Denny said. They also have the location at Waikoloa Village out by Hilton on Big Island. Any other questions or comments you guys may have?
I see Todd's question about the Polaris engine better than the Chevy. I think the Chevy engine was the best when it was stick shift, but they didn't make the Chevy with the auto shifter. The auto shifter has changed our game plan because everybody can now drive the car. There were so many people that were not that we would call that the millennial deterrent when it was only stick shifts. Now at least everybody can drive them.
I have a question about the and this is something that we go back and forth on. So let's say I'm not a resident. Let's say I rent for my vacation. What is the process when I rent? I rent it online for 2 days. Now what do I do? Where do I go?
You come into our store up on the second floor above the Queen's Court, and we'll already have everything ready to go.
That's an international marketplace.
International marketplace. Otherwise, you come to our location. Our Lahaina location is at 30 Holloway Drive in Lahaina. And our Kihei location is at 1975 South Kihei Road. And our guys will be ready for you. They have manifests. They know who's going out. We know everything that's going on. So we're really we'll be trying to have you set up and out within the goal is to be out within 7.5 minutes.
That was my next question.
Yeah, so except for international marketplace because you have to walk up to the third floor. That's the only reason why it takes a little bit of time.
Well, that was a point I was wanting to make. If some of you are putting this, and if you're going to rent a van because you have 8 people, this is not a replacement for that. However, if you're looking for something fun, you want to rent a Jeep or something convertible, this, to me, in my opinion, compared to going to Budget or Hertz or one of the other rental car places, if you ever go down to International Marketplace and see the line on a day-to-day basis, it's between 10 and 40 people every day.
Yeah.
You are not getting out of there within 30 minutes, 45 minutes. The only way to save, and it's more expensive. The only way to save money is to go out to the airport. But that means you're going to be driving an Uber or a bus out to the airport, which is 45 minutes. Then you've got the time and of waiting for the car rental counter, and then you're driving back into Waikiki to do your thing. I mean, it's not like, I'm not saying the Slingshots and Aloha Motorsports is a all things problem solver, but if you're looking for something similar,
renting fun is what we say.
Exactly. That's really what it's about. It's not going to take the place of a big, long luxury car, but if you want it for a couple hours or a day to go out and do something a little more fun, I'm telling you, the in and out privileges at International Marketplace, plus the ability to come in, and if it's anywhere around 7 to 10 minutes to get in and out, that's a deal closer for me.
And we also have the same thing in Kihei and Lahaina where you can park your car. We have cameras that watch everything as well in the parking lots. I saw Mara asked, who would you contact if something happened? That would be us. You can contact us directly. We also have after hours. We have towing companies set up in case anything does happen, and we're there to help you out. And then I saw one last question was, If you book before August 31st, yes, we can change your reservations. Just got to give us at least 24 hours notice on when you'd like to change.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Denny, do you have any closing statements or questions?
I just want to say thank you for letting me on here. Thank you for letting me get out what I've been doing for many years. And I learned how to get paid to do my hobbies, and this is one of my hobbies, and I love it. And I think that anybody that goes out there will love it as well. It's a completely different dynamic.
Well, I appreciate the time, the information, and your very favorable discounts you gave to the group here. I think we're going to make you proud. We're going to get you a bunch of tags. We'll run this first promotion and take a look at it, see what happens, and hopefully we'll get you some great rentals out of it.
And if you guys come for the rentals, please let us please let the guys know if I'm around. I'm more than happy to come out and greet you as well if I'm in those locations.
All right, very good. Thank you a lot, Denny. I appreciate your time, sir. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, guys, how about that? I think that's a great deal. That's a great deal. And you know, I'm not really far from international marketplace, and I see a lot of the rental lines. You know, people going to budget, Hertz, what have you. And again, this is not a replacement for a full size van or a luxury vehicle or something like that. But man, for fun, for a couple hours, and the in and out privileges, I think that's quite amazing. I think it's quite amazing. All right. If there is anyone, let me do this. Someone asked the other day, oh, Denny, I think is coming back on. Did you want to come back on, Denny?
You guys are doing.
Oh,
I just want to hear what the podcast was. I like to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
It's interesting for me. But no, it's okay. I just got a couple phone calls, so I will be logging off. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you again.
All right, brother. Thank you. Someone asked the other day if you guys could come on with a mobile phone. And up until like 2 weeks ago, you couldn't come on the panel here with a mobile phone. But now you can. So we'll give that a shot. That is the link I just put in there. If you want to come on the panel and talk, you can either come on with your camera, you can come on with your avatar, like I have beautiful Lucille right there. But that's the link. If you guys want to come on and have a little conversation, that'd be wonderful. I was going to, this is what I want to reiterate. Just the campaigns that we have coming on right now. I'll just do them very quickly. That Fairy Tree Waikiki book, those comments and tags are going on until the 19th of September, which is this Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to do the drawing for that. The HI or the High Five tours, that's a 20% discount. That doesn't have a deadline this weekend. That has a deadline of August 31st. So if you want to book any of those tours, use the discount code GTH20. And you have until August 31st to book your travel, but you have until the end of 2026 to take the tours itself. And then we're doing our first High Five Hawaii Circle Island Tour giveaway this Sunday. You can tag 2 times per day per post. There's one post on the group. There's one post on the main page, and that's going until Saturday, this Saturday at midnight. And again, on Sunday, we'll be announcing the winners. All right. All right. So all of you guys are cowards, it looks like. Link is not good, huh? What's that mean? Link is not good. So let me try again. You guys are crybabies. You're afraid to. Come on. Let's try that. Just the link alone. So try clicking the link. It's not. Linda Ford says it's not working. It's not showing up on Facebook. No link on Facebook. Let me. I see it showing up on Facebook. I'll do this. Let me force it. Give me 1 second. check out the post. I just uploaded a post just now. It'll have the ugly StreamYards photo, but you should be able to click that link. That's on the main page. Let me know if you guys see it. Yeah, I see it on Facebook. I saw it on the post I just did as well. And also make sure you guys like and share. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, we're going to be doing something next week with a high five tour that you are going to want to be a subscriber, because we're going to be doing a giveaway only to YouTube streamers. I mean, only YouTube subscribers. And we're going to make it painful for those of you who are not subscribers. We may be putting a few extra things on there, like maybe bundling up Aloha Motorsports and a Circle Island tour, maybe. So, all right, let me take a look at it. Got the first one, Time in Blue. I can see it on Facebook. It's showing now. Okay. All right. Well, my hope is to get some of you cowards up on the panel. I know you don't. If you don't want to be on stream, you could just be. You could just have your avatar up, if that's an issue for you. And we'll try. We'll give it a shot. Just make sure when you do join, make sure you have your earbuds in, even on a mobile phone, because the echo will just kill it. It'll kill the audio. Let me run a couple banners here. I'm getting back to the comments. All right. Do any of you have any questions then about the any of the upcoming giveaways or the requirements or anything like that? A little later next week, we're going to be starting another giveaway with Stephanie with her artwork. The people who won the last artwork, you should be getting if you have not already got it yesterday or today, you'll be getting it probably tomorrow or the next day. Sometime this week, you should be getting your artwork. I spoke to Stephanie on Sunday or Monday. I'm not really sure. So how many of you, let's do this. How many of you would likely rent one of these slingshots now? Type in a 1 if you would, and type in a 2 if you're not even interested. It's just not something you would find yourself doing for one reason or another. 1, if you think you would do it. 2, if it's not something you do at all. Oh, that's right. The Hawaii State Fair is at Eva Beach. Is it this? It's on now. It's open last Saturday. Thanks, John, for saying that. Cassie would do it. Lisa would do it. Diane would not. Cheryl Ray, Vivian would do it. Elsie would. Janet for sure, I know, would. Shane for sure would. Shane, you just have to get over here and do it. Steve, I knew you would. Dana for sure, I knew you would. And Nancy, Linda Ford, Michael, yeah. 2, but I think it's great for those who would do it. Yeah, Michelle. Well, you're going to see, again, my dates they're not moving. They're just not happening. I'm waiting on someone else's commitment on my dates to get back to the mainland. So it's just getting put off more and more and more. But if I don't see that I'm going in the next few days, then I will set up a live stream and we'll do a drive around the island. Lucille and I'll get her a little motorcycle helmet because she's only 15, and I'll have her sitting in the passenger seat, and we'll find out how. I'm not sure how rough the wind is going to be, but I can tell you this: it will not be any rougher than what it is on a trolley. It may be a little bit rougher, but I have a really good mic system with a good noise dampening feature, so that's going to be, I think that'll be pretty fun to find out. I'm not sure. The only thing is we won't, because they are so low slung, you don't get to see up and over like you would in a much higher SUV vehicle, of course. But being able to get in and get out and start the stream back up and shut it down, I think it'll be fun. We'll find out. It's either going to be an absolute the Eva Carnival. So where's the State Fair, John? The State Fair it's at a new location. It's at Whitmer or Wilmer or Whitaker. I don't know. John will know where it is. Yeah, I can't get her. I'm not going to get her a motorcycle helmet. I was just teasing about that. Oh, someone else did the driving. Yeah. Then. Oh, well, it would be cool to get her a little leather helmet with GTH on the side. Whitmore Village. There you go. Whitmore Village is where the State Fair is this year. Yeah, you can use your phone, but I'm not sure what the connection is going to be. I think because I'm on a really, really fast connection here, I think it'll make up for whatever limited connection you may have on your phone. So if any of you guys are interested in coming on your phone, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to start bribing people to come on the panel. It's painless. But anyway, this is going to wrap up this episode of the Hawaii Travel Panel discussion panel. I appreciate you guys coming on. I want to thank Denny again for coming on, and for JK coming on last week. I think that's a great set of offers we've got. In the next week, we have Sean Storm of Hawaii by Storm, who does tours on Maui. Sean Storm is, in my opinion, I don't want to draw too much of a comparison, but in spirit, he's a lot like JK was. He's very much into family, very much into, the local Hana. He's very much into, helping people out. He's done a number of charities over there on Maui. And I just think he's very, very worthy of getting our attention for, at least 30, 45 minutes. He's going to have a number of giveaways and a lot of really good information on his Circle Island tours and tours of Maui. So that's next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that and the Wednesday after that will be going into August. I believe I'm going to have a very, I don't know if I'd call them important, but a very cool hotelier. And on the next stream following that, we'll be having someone who operates a number of restaurants here in Waikiki. And I want to talk to them about the good, the bad, the indifferent about running a restaurant and restaurants in Waikiki. What makes it a very fun job and what makes it a job that they would not wish on anyone. So that's coming up in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So next week is Sean Storm. The week after that's probably going to be Wade, I hope. Then the week after that's going to be the hotelier and restaurants. I don't have a date yet with Wade, but he's going to be coming up pretty soon. I wanted to put a little bit of time in between the tour operators so that we weren't doing Hawaii Circle Island tours either on Oahu or Maui. I didn't want to do that back to back, but we're going to do that whenever Wade is available. All right. Okay, guys. So let's get 4Ls. I've already seen a bunch of 4Ls on here. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, and liked the stream. Hopefully you shared it as well. If you're on Facebook, maybe you'll go over to YouTube and give it a like and a comment. I really do appreciate that. It helps everybody out. It helps me be able to do things like these giveaways and partnerships, because the more people we have on YouTube, more people we have on Facebook, the more attractive it is for them to give us great deals that they're giving us. If this is your first stream, I don't think it's going to be your last. If it's your last stream, you're not going to be able to participate in some of these other great interviews and giveaways and live streams we're doing on the island. And just know that I love and appreciate every second, every minute, every hour, every day. You let me show you why. Appreciate it. Aloha.